men are real sensitive. They can't handle the truth. I've been in it. I know what's up. They can't do it. You got set up from the beginning. It's a safe space? No, sir. No. Y'all ain't been to therapy that much to know exactly what that means. Come on now. Something's wrong with you.
Tell us about a moment where you wish you would have said something and you didn't. There's nothing better than this. Say what you mean. 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 What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Aida Rodriguez. Welcome to another episode of Say What You Mean, where people stop by to share those moments when they wish they would have said something and they didn't. Every episode, I like to start with my own Say What You Mean, and this goes out to a friend of mine who told me that I was in denial when I told him that I was a size 8. And I was an actual size 8. But it was really just, he was very angry about it. He kept, I don't understand sometimes men, y'all are not okay. But he was very upset with me, and he was saying, you don't need to lie about your size, and I don't understand why it's such a big deal. And I was like, I've been everything from a 4 to a 16, and I've been okay at every point. But if I'm an 8, I'm an 8. I don't know why you were so upset, but I let it slide. So I'm just gonna tell you now, bruh, get your shit together. Like, stop raining your toxicity onto other people. If I want to say I'm a size 8, that's my business. Why did it matter so much to you? I'm glad we're not friends anymore. I hope you heal.
Let's go.
You just said what you meant. Damn.
Let's go, yo.
I love it. I'm excited about this episode. This is the first time that we've done 2 people at the same time. That sounds kind of freaky.
Yeah, I liked
it. But I'm excited about it. I think we're here. We're going to have a conversation about words, what the significance of words are. I am here with 2 women who also host a podcast called Tea Time with Raven and Miranda. Is it Miranda or Miranda?
It can be whatever you want.
No, what is it?
Say what you mean.
No, my name is Aida, and I hate when they say my name wrong.
I say my name Miranda.
It's Miranda.
But some people will say Miranda.
See?
Because I know it's also a last name in the Latin culture. So that's why I said you can put your spin onto it.
No, I'm not saying your name wrong, because I'm out here fighting for my name
I hear you.
on a daily basis.
I hear you.
But Miranda-Mayday, she's a content creator, a birth doula, which I want to talk about, and she's the co-host of Tea Time with Raven and Miranda. And then Miss Raven-Symone, who you've seen grow up and is an adult now. Okay, she's a whole grown person. But you know her from the Cosby Show. That's So Raven, Raven's Home. And Tea Time with Raven and Miranda.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for the introductions. We love it. Thank you.
I like it. Comedians love introductions. We don't have TV credits, so our credits are on the stage.
Hilarious.
Opened up for and here and there. Exactly.
And the ones that have TV credits are insufferable. Yeah. But thank you for being here. Wait, so how long have you been married?
5 years this year.
Oh, congratulations. Wow, you guys out here making statistics happen.
Yes,
5
we are.
years.
Yes, we are.
We were talking the other day and realized that we've known each other for 10 years. And we were like, that's crazy. It felt like significant. It's like a whole child.
It is a whole child.
Yeah. And when you hit that 10-year mark in anything, you're like, wow, like I'm a grown up. Right?
Yes.
You could say?
Yes.
How important are words when it comes to your relationship?
Oof. Quite important. I tend to speak a different language. I don't put words together easily. And she puts a lot of words together. And so I grew up with...
It's like I'm white and went to Campbell Hall. A lot of words.
Yeah, and I grew up with someone who was like, just get to what you mean. Like, say what you mean in less words because I can fill in the rest because I got things to do. Nobody really cared. So us finding our rhythm with verbiage is we're still finding it. I think there's still days where I'm like, babes, I need you to tell me what you want, not how you felt yesterday to get you to where you want. What now is I need to tell you need to tell me what you want. And she's like, what's the backstory on it? What's the context? So we're finding that happy balance still.
I like clear communication. So sometimes I feel like to have really clear communication and to be able to answer a question or make a decision, I have to understand the whole picture. And Raven's like, no, you don't. You need to understand what's happening in this moment. And then you just need to say yes or no. And also you, just on the topic of words, you do kind of reverse words, or she'll say, so learning her language in that way where she can say something and I understand actually what she means has been a journey, but it's cool. I like it. We speak our language.
Yeah.
But isn't it a compliment at times? Like when you need to get to the point, she can get to the point, you guys. And then if somebody needs an explanation and some context, then here you are.
I will say, my history in the entertainment business has been up and down, especially with things that have come out of my mouth. And I said this to my mom and other people, I'm like, Miranda understood what I was saying and said it more eloquently. So I've had speeches that I did not write. She did.
Yeah.
Because she just knows how to say things in such an eloquent manner. Her lexicon is vast. My lexicon is like, I ate good.
Yeah.
And that meant I'm doing well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
And don't call me, I'll call you.
Exactly. All that with, I'm good. You know what I mean? But
it's so important. I think I was speaking with someone earlier about it. I was talking about the fact that, to me, I'm so annoyed about the fact that you can't make mistakes, right? Because there's always somebody clocking them. But even when you're not making mistakes, you don't know if that's going to be a mistake 5 years from now. It's so, and I have anxiety, so it just triggers that in me that where like I hate social media because I'm like, I don't know. I'll do a video 10 times because I'm like, is this wrong? Am I offending this person? Can I say this?
Yeah.
And it's become too much where it hinders communication. Right? It really does. It's so bothersome. And I don't know. I think it's important to give people grace.
Yeah.
Like when you say that you've said things publicly that probably or whatever, we do it all the time, every night on the stage. And at some point there's, I've had someone tell me, I need to sit down with you and show you how to use words. I've had someone actually say that.
I'm not, listen, I'm 40 this year. So I'm not going to say when I was, I'm not that age yet, but when I grew up, the sensitivity bar was very low.
Yeah.
Everyone is so sensitive. You hurt my feelings. Why? You said that it's a sweatshirt and not a t-shirt. It's like, yo, calm down, yo. Come all the way down. But the sensitivity level. But then my wife educated me on the validation and making sure there is a sensitivity level that has been reach that I didn't grow up with. So I'm learning that. And I definitely know for comedians, I grew up in the world where comedians said whatever they said and people took it and laughed.
Yeah.
And if you didn't like it, you just didn't go and see them.
Right.
Except if they said something crazy on stage, blasphemous words that.
Yeah, for sure.
But it has gotten, for me, a little crazy. And I don't know who to blame, but I'm blaming someone.
Yeah, we all feel
The times.
Yeah, I'm blaming the times.
I think it's gone too far, and people get really upset when I say that because they're saying, "Oh, you sound like a boomer," and I'm like, "No, you have to live in a world where people who don't give a damn about your feelings." And if every time you're going to break when somebody says you don't like, you won't survive in this world because there are some people who have no concept of what the correct word is to say.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, and you have to keep up with people. I mean, especially in my community, especially in our community, the LGBTQ plus community, we are constantly adding words to explain ourselves. And sometimes it's difficult for people that are not a part of our community to understand and to integrate it into their lexicon easily. So, and I'm specifically talking about pronouns. And I respect it, I understand it, I love it. And then I also know when I'm in a crowd and I look at people, I'm like, that person's not going to put respect on my name right now. But it's not because they're disrespectful. It's because they didn't grow up with it. They didn't know it. So we are in that change of generation where things are changing. We have to accept it. But I think there can be some,
And that's also where, like you said, we have to give each other grace. Because I think that, especially nowadays, if you say something, we all know how the internet will take something, clip it, rearrange it, make you look some type of way, and then you're just screwed. And I think that you what I've had to do is understand the intention behind something that I've said. And if it's gotten misconstrued or if it's been clipped in an unfavorable way, I just have to be like, okay, that's unfortunate, but I know what I meant. And then if I have an opportunity to better or further explain the situation, I'll take it. But it's also difficult because once people get an idea in their head about you, it's hard to change it.
Yeah.
But I think, grace is really important because I don't know, people on the other side of those phones, they don't practice grace. They just want to attack the person who's putting content out there, it seems. Yeah. So
it's annoying because, like some people get up in the morning, they've been working on a craft for a long time. And then here comes somebody who's just sitting at home eating microwavable popcorn talking about this is trash.
Yeah.
And you're like, you ain't never, and you're like, show me how to do this.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
I want to see you get on a stage with a microphone in front of a bunch of strangers and be funny. I want you to do, you were on The View. I couldn't even imagine having to show up every single day and face the world every single day. And not make a mistake. It is impossible.
Yeah.
It is impossible.
Yeah.
But then the people criticizing it, I would love to. Most people are afraid of public speaking, right? That's the
definitely.
number one fear. Yeah, it's the number. So let's throw your ass up here. Let's give you the mic.
But they won't though.
Of course they
course
won't.
not.
Because we've created a society where they can public speak but never put their face out there.
Yeah, no consequences.
No consequences, and they actually have a name for themselves. It's called the troll, and they love it.
Yeah.
They absolutely love it. That's their job now, and we gave that to them. So it's also important that knowing that we gave them that platform, that when they criticize us, that's just the nature of the game now. That's like the new Inquirer.
Yeah,
that's the new Sun.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Do you ever jump into the comments section and respond?
I've been I've been guilty of that.
Yeah,
because sometimes I just get so irritated with the stupidity, and really, this is my spiel. I do not expect everyone to like me. I don't expect anyone to like me. If you like me, that's wonderful, and if you don't, that's also really cool. I think that the thing that bothers me is when I'm being over inundated with lies, or I'm being accused of saying something or doing something that's not true. And I have had moments where I'm just like, you're so annoying. And then I will like clap back in the comments, but it never really goes well because then people are like, haha, she's so mad. And then I'm like, yeah, I am mad. And then it's like, they're happy that I'm mad. I'm just like, okay, whatever.
They love that. I never went into the comments as me.
Oh, good for you.
Back in the day when Facebook was starting and all of that, I kind of went into the comments back then. But once
secretly,
but once Instagram started and TikTok and all that started, I never really went into the comments.
No,
because I had already learned that I wasn't going to make any leeway to change anybody's mind.
Yeah,
so I stopped.
I mean, can you imagine though that they'd be like, "Look who's responding to me."
Yeah.
You also just don't want to give them the satisfaction though.
Yeah, they're packaging bread back at the factory.
Right, exactly.
And they going, and then they get to go in. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
literally.
Wonder bread.
Stale as white bread.
Yeah, not seventh grain.
No, not seventh grain. Not the potato. Because the potato people are good.
Yeah, the potato
people are good.
The potato people are absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the Wonder bread.
It's a mess.
Wonder bread.
Terrible.
Listen.
That's crazy.
We're going to get canceled by Wonder Bread.
Yes.
Oh,
What's your DEI policy, Wonder Bread?
Nothing now.
no. Right.
It's amazing where we are. Okay, we're in the upside down, literally. I feel like I'm like, what the hell? All right, so can you think of a moment where you wish you would have said something and you didn't?
Oh my God.
Oh, she took a deep breath.
Because I have a few moments in my head, and I don't know which one I'm ready to put out there. I don't know if I want to go back to middle school, if I want to go to a particular job. Pick a hand. Cool.
The closest one to me.
Cool. So in middle school, there was this girl that I wasn't a fan of. And a lot of people in that school wasn't a fan of, especially like my little clique. and I proceeded to get in a fight with her.
Okay.
And I was quiet the whole time, but I was definitely, shall we say, on top. And I wish that I would have used my words instead of my hands. So I'm not apologizing for what I did. I'm just saying that I should have said something as well. as well as. But I am like looking back as a young person, you should not, do things with violence, obviously. But should have said something. And what I should have said, I still can't say because you know what you did. But it would have been all kinds of bees and hoes. It would have been crazy. So yeah, I wish that I would have said something. Babe?
Yeah. So when I was in elementary school, and this is weird, and I'm going like way back. I know. But this was a crazy experience. So I was taken out of, I think I was like in 5th grade or 4th grade at the time. And a 2nd grade teacher came and took me out of class and proceeded to take me into her classroom, put me in the front of the class, and had every single one of her students say something that I had done to them on the schoolyard or around the school. And it was crazy. And I remember, it was really inappropriate. She was fired. But I stood there and listened to like 22 kids say things like, when I was on the monkey bars, Miranda came up to me and wrapped her legs around me and made me fall back and crack my head open. Miranda's using the F word on the playground, and just all of these things. And I remember standing there and I was like, none of these things are true. And this is so bizarre. And how did this even come to be? Like I'm still to this day as a 37-year-old person, like I'm still confused as to how that conversation went down in class. And I stood there in silence and I just took it and listened, and I wish that I had said something. I don't know what that little girl could have even said to defend herself. And I have one more for you. Another one where I really wish I had said something was I was working as a production assistant on a movie, and the actor that I was like working specifically with, because of I'd become his assistant, and because of the really crazy hours, he had told me that morning after driving him to work, his call time was 4:45 a.m. He had said to me, because you're doing the driving, you should snooze and I'll call you when I need you up on set. And the director got word of this and he was furious that I was taking a nap in that morning. And I got down to set because the director had another PA come and get me, and he screamed at me. This man in front of everybody on this set just like ripped me 5 new assholes. And I stood there again and just took it. And it was really weird because I remember I just started doing this. Like all I could do was hold my mouth open. It was so bizarre. It was such like a weird reaction, but I should have said something. I really in that moment should have been like, excuse me, sir, do not speak to me this way. Like I wish I had some good sassy like clap back. Like I'm not doing anything wrong.
She does it now though. She says that sometimes when she's in the bathroom doing her facial ritual,
practice?
she practiced clap backs from the past.
Oh, good.
She should have said.
Because I
It's
wanted to do
hilarious
that.
to me.
Yeah, you should. Because I want to be able to because sometimes you think back on these moments and you're like, if only I had been able to defend myself or say something that would have like made me feel powerful, it would have been cool. It would have been a movie moment. But instead I stood there and held my jaw open. I'll learn one day. It'll happen.
I mean, it will. And somebody should have said something on your behalf. Shame on all the people who stood around and watched a person chew you out.
That's what money does.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
money
like
does.
classic Hollywood director set moment.
That's old school.
And then I was just like,
And she did
my dad's going to be calling you.
Literally, if you knew. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that even sounds worse, but whatever.
No, that's a good clap back.
No, I mean, you got to use whatever you have in the arsenal.
I
Like
know.
you got to.
I know.
I mean, that's gross.
Yeah.
Right? That's gross.
Yeah.
I don't like people who enjoy embarrassing other people publicly.
No,
Like,
me either.
Alexis, I just want to make sure. Did I embarrass you when I started? When you were telling your Raven? No. Oh, okay. Just making sure. We do it here because I'm correcting myself as we go because I did not like to hear this story. So I just want to make sure.
That's kind. Thank you.
I just think that we use words now like for the evil and not good, right? Like you don't like John Krasinski was trying to do this thing where he was just showing something positive every day, just tanked.
That's
You
so
know,
sad.
tanked, right? But every time something negative happens, I can't. I just like even my DMs. I've had to tell a friend, hey, don't DM me this stuff. I have news. I have access to Apple News. Every time you think you're sending me something I didn't, I got it.
Yeah.
So like, please.
Yeah.
But there is like a science behind it. It, watching something negative or gory or taboo kind of hits sensors in our vibrational being and in our brain that gives us that fright or flight stance. And we as a people have been in fright or flight for years now, since even before the computer. But we are such volatile
Beginning of time.
since the beginning of time. And so it makes us want to see it more. Good things are calming, and that doesn't further our agenda that it is today. So like my mom is known for it, honey. She now is on a group text with us and just sending us X links all the time. And now she started sending baby goats and dogs.
Oh,
so I'm like,
good.
okay,
Yeah.
I'll watch these.
Her algorithms changed.
Yeah, her algorithms changed. But like before it was just, oh no, the world's gonna end and make sure you don't drink the water and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, Mom, I can't do it. And that's one thing that we do in our relationship. Like, wife knows I won't be on the phone. Like, I don't do the phone because it's dangerous and I'd rather do something calming to my nervous system. So
That's essential.
yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
All right, so this segment is called Should Have Kept That.
Should have kept that.
I'm going to share a story with you and tell you what somebody said, and you tell me if they should have said it or if they should have kept it. This is a fun one for a couple. My man and I were talking about honesty the other day, and he told me that he wanted to be my safe space and that I could share anything with him. We went to Home Depot, and one of the guys that helped me was very attractive. When we got in the car, he asked me if I thought the guy was attractive. I, believing that I was in a safe space, told him that, yeah. No. His face changed along with his attitude. He did not talk all the way home. Should I have kept that?
No.
What you mean no? Meaning she should have not said nothing? Or she should have done exactly what
I
she
think she should have done exactly what she did.
Why?
Because he asked her, number one, don't ask if you don't want to hear the truth or the answer. So that's it. You know what I mean? Number one. Number two, if you are telling somebody that you are their safe space and they're safe with you, that means that you should be able to hold their honesty and also work towards being secure enough in your relationship to understand that your partner finding someone else attractive doesn't mean that they're trying to leave you. It means that they're a human who can acknowledge that somebody is attractive, and that can be that. It doesn't have to mean more. So yeah, I think she didn't do anything wrong.
I love this woman. I would normally subscribe to that, but we're talking about a cisgendered relationship, and sometimes men are real sensitive. They can't handle the truth. I've been in it. I know what's up. They can't do it. You got set up from the beginning. It's a safe space? No, sir. No, y'all ain't been to therapy that much to know exactly what that means. Come on now, something's wrong with you. My wife did say that to me in the beginning of our relationship. This is a safe space, and I told her it's not. This is not safe. And it's not because of her. It's just because of my understanding of the world and how it can be. But
I
it's
think
grown.
I said that when we were like recording the first episode of our podcast.
This is true too.
and you were like, if there's a camera up, it's not a safe
It's
space.
not a safe space.
So
But no, I feel bad for her because she got tricked from the beginning. So just don't do that with a man. You know what I mean? They don't really
but if
mean
he
it.
was asking, that also means that he recognized that that was an attractive man. You know what I mean? So
girl,
I would have flipped it on him and been like, did you think he was
Oh,
attractive?
you said that's my joke. You just did my joke.
Did I really?
Yes, because my ex swore that I was looking at this man and I didn't see him, and he told me the outfit. He's like, you know, the guy with the gray sweats. I was like, I would have saw some gray sweats. I didn't see it.
gray sweatpants.
He was like, he had the tattoos. He works out. We're at Marshalls, and he was like, I
Hilarious.
know you saw him, and I was like, I didn't, but obviously you did. Like,
Yeah. Oh my God.
it's crazy.
That's crazy, yeah.
It's crazy. And women have to hear it all the time because people are open about how women are attractive. We don't have a problem saying, oh, you pretty, you pretty.
Exactly,
You know, we
exactly.
do it all the time. And plus there are more women to men. So we got to hear, but why we got to keep tiptoeing around this?
Yeah, I don't
Because they
subscribe
can't
to that.
handle it.
I want to be able to say, yeah, right, he's fine.
Yeah.
Look at them abs.
The
I
end.
do.
Yeah.
I know,
As you
yes.
should.
There it
It's
is.
a safe space.
But then I gotta listen to when the girl got a fat ass too.
Yeah, there is a balance.
I'm like, all right, she alright.
Play it down. Just play it off a little.
But he used to tell me all the time who he thought it was attractive, and I was never like, oh, does that mean he don't like me? I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, she's cute. I never did, but it just was such a double standard. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Or when I said, I think Rihanna's so sexy, he was like, you sure you're not gay?
Wow.
That part.
And I
That's
was
like,
Men can't handle it.
it's so
can't do it.
crazy. I can say somebody it has to have it has boundaries, limitations.
yeah.
All right, this is called "Say It with Your Chest." So I'll ask each of you, and it's our little lightning round, and then you tell me what you think.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Smash or pass, tofurkey.
Pass. Oh, pass.
It's just nasty.
Big pass.
Would you rather Game of Thrones or Sons of Anarchy?
Ooh, that was the hardest question.
That
I'll tell you why.
Oh my God.
The beginning of our relationship with was Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
and then Sons of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy. We met old boy at the airport, and this one went bright red.
I had to tell yes,
She went bright.
Charlie
I was like,
Hunnam.
are you straight right now?
Let me tell you. Yes.
She
Let
went
me tell
straight
you.
for a second.
This man, we're standing in line
Woof.
and I look
Sexy
and
man.
I was like,
Yeah, he
oh my God, that man. And this is the fucked up part about it. He knows his power. He literally knows his power because as he was walking away, I look over again and he just smiles and waves. And I was like my knees buckled and I was like, now you did that on purpose.
And here I am with the dog, the suitcases. Like,
Yeah.
babe, can you
Do you
can you grab one of these suitcases, babe?
You see this? This is what security looks like.
Yeah.
This is a safe space.
This was a safe space. I was literally
I'm not tripping because if she goes to him, I'm gonna be right there in that house.
my God.
I want a bike. I'm trying to watch.
Oh my God. I was
I'm just
drooling.
playing. Don't put that in.
I was drooling. He's
so beautiful.
I feel like oh my God.
He's
They're
so
both
pretty.
really good shows.
Did he
too.
hit you with the accent? No, you didn't hear him speak.
He
didn't speak. He
It
was
was
too far
just,
away.
he was
He's
just,
from the UK.
God, he was so
yeah,
cute.
I know.
Okay,
that
wait,
part.
babes, we gotta pick one.
He was silent but deadly
we're
in the
done.
most beautiful way.
We're done.
We
get
can
it.
also pick different ones.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are you gonna pick? All right.
This is fun.
I feel like it's really hard. I
Yeah,
really
it's
don't know
hard.
because
Which
I'm
one are you
thinking
gonna
about the
choose?
Red Wedding and then I'm thinking about Charlie Hunnam and I just
the
can't.
Battle of the Bastards.
I think
the
I
Red
know.
Wedding.
I know. I think though I have to go Game of Thrones just because it.
It's the right answer. Me too. Me too.
Okay.
Yeah. Me too.
But now I want to rewatch Sons of Anarchy.
I know.
if you
Me
wanna-
Me
should.
too. Me
Yeah.
too.
Season 3.
When they turned.
When they went to Ireland.
Oh,
yeah,
that was
was-
weird. Yeah.
I don't
That
even think I
was
watched
crazy.
that. So
Fight or Flight, the Charmed Sisters.
The original Charm Sisters with Rose McGowan. Yeah,
fine.
I'm down for it, but not the new one. No offense.
She's a fighter.
I'm flighting.
Why?
I don't want to fight Rose McGowan. Is that what the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
fight
yeah,
or
fight
flight.
these-
Yeah, it's fight or flight.
I'm flighting. I'm by.
I'm fighting. Let's go.
I know.
Let's go.
She said She said we. I love that she said we gonna fight these. Stop that. We say all the time, but I hear you. I
You know
hear
what I
you.
mean? I'm trying to be respectful and validate their experience as a woman.
I don't want to fight those women. Rose McGowan she'd hurt you.
I'd
She'd
like
hurt
it.
me.
I'd like
You
it.
think so?
Yeah. She crazy.
Yeah, she is. I like that.
I mean, she might put a spell on you, but she ain't got no hands.
I don't know. She was
She might headbutt you.
yes.
She'll help back the fuck out of you.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, this
So
is-
good. So good.
If you could say one thing to your favorite teacher, what would it be?
I love you, Miss Yost. You're always amazing, and I knew who you were when we were in school together, but I didn't understand, and now the connection is real. I love you, Miss Yost. Oh my God, I love you so much.
Oh,
She knows it too. I see her all the time.
I love her. Sweet.
I don't have a favorite teacher. Let me just tell you, okay? I
It
feel
definitely was the second grade.
No, it was not that teacher.
Not the one who ate paper.
Not the one who ate paper. I had too many. You educators f***ed me up, okay?
That's what you get for going to Campbell Hall.
I was gonna
guess
say,
so.
all that money spent.
I went to public school.
My parents
in
were
Atlanta. I went to
pissed.
public school.
My parents were pissed.
Yeah.
I had some bad teacher karma. I don't know what the that was, but
No, you
None
didn't
of
deserve
yours.
any of that.
No, I
Not
didn't.
as a
No, you
child.
didn't. No.
Absolutely not. No. Listen, I was the mother that went to the school and made the teacher cry.
Oh,
yeah.
good for you.
They know. I used to stalk their school. They went to Dixie Canyon Elementary School.
Yeah.
And I used to pop out at any moment. I'd be like, what? Somebody said something?
I love it.
I love that. I needed some of you in my
Children
life.
need to know that somebody,
Yeah.
and people
Has
are like,
their
you
back.
should be more, you can't just be volatile. Yes, we can.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
Because some of the things these people are saying to these little children, that's
up.
volatile.
Exactly.
So you got to stand up for
And
the
it leaves
kids.
a lasting impact, obviously, if
Yeah.
I'm here talking about my elementary school. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
a grown woman. It's Thank you
it
for
was
doing
not-
that.
It was not
Protect
okay.
your babies.
And to the little girl that was, posted up like Cersei.
Yeah, exactly.
When they cut her
Oh my
hair
God,
off.
literally.
I would have stood up for you just
You
so that you
would've,
know that Puerto
yeah.
Rican lady would have came through there like
Oh
a
my God.
hurricane.
And I would have had such a crush on you. I would have been like, what
was
an
bad.
angel.
You are, you do fit in her type. It's
I would have been like, she's my Jennifer Lopez. Thank you.
Well, I've been having a rough week, so it's good to know.
you look good, girl.
I appreciate that. It's been a long week. It's been rough. It's been rough. Have you been on grind? I was gonna say grinder, but that's because of a joke that I'm writing about the Republican Party.
God, I'm not on Grindr.
Hinge.
Hinge.
Hinge is so it's so
Disgusting.
disheartening.
Yeah.
It's just, first of all, everybody's the same height. Right? We talked about that.
5'4".
No, they all say they're 5'11".
Got it.
I get the 5'11".
And then they're really like 5'6" on a good day. Yeah. Yeah.
And I would prefer somebody who's 5'6" and proud than 5'11" and ashamed.
Yeah.
Because that says about, I met a little
Yeah.
man who got a lot of confidence.
Napoleon.
You have to have confidence when you're,
you're
below
tiny.
horizontal, below a horizon line. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, babes.
You gotta have confidence.
No wonder y'all know each other. This one right here get me in trouble.
Yeah.
You know? Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate this.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you for
us.
having
No,
us.
I love it. And I think it's important to give people their flowers. I think you guys complement each other well. There's a chemistry and an energy that I think is enviable. A lot of people in relationships, you give each other room to be who you are, and I think it's important to be. It was weird because we've never had two people at the same time.
Let alone a couple.
Let alone a couple. But it has to be interesting, right? Because we have to have a conversation, and you guys know how to speak with each other, and you do mean a lot to us.
Thank you.
And I think it's important for you to hear that.
Thank you.
Her and my daughter, they are, before Awkward Black Girl came along, before we saw all of this stuff, there was you there doing it all by yourself, and holding a TV show, carrying it, and being so magnificent at doing what you do.
I'm writing a book.
Good. I'm gonna read it.
I'm writing my memoir. So yeah, it's a
You
journey.
should, because it meant the world to listen. My kids went to Dixie Canyon. There were very little black girls at that school. Little black girls are not seen as the ideal at Campbell Hall. Olivia used to tell me, they don't look at us. They don't like us. They only like the white girls. So to see themselves, the reflection of themselves in somebody who's great, it's a big deal when you're trying to build them up. I was a single mom, so thank you. And thank you. I appreciate you for being here.
Kind.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime. You have a book coming out.
Yes, there's going to be a book coming out within the next probably year.
Oh, yes, you do have a book coming out. It's the 6 Degrees of Separation.
Oh,
Yes, we'll talk about it.
After. You don't?
Yeah. Yes.
I was going to say your mom right now. Love you, Don.
Same.
And I felt comfortable. I always said that when certain people were no longer in this earth, I would tell the truth.
Nice.
And so this is going to
Not
be,
nice, but I understand.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is going to be surprising to most. People don't really know the story. And my wife and I, Tea Time with Raven and Miranda, and we also have a production company that we are actively out in the industry pitching stories that mean something to us, that we would like to see.
Beautiful.
And
I love that. I love that.
excited.
Yet, one thing I will say about Yadon, the reason why I like him, he has integrity.
He does.
And that is the most important thing in any of the stuff that we're doing.
Yeah.
But I would love to
talk off stage, yeah.
So tell people how to watch Tea Time.
They can find us on YouTube and they can listen to us anywhere you get your podcasts.
Okay. And then how do they find you on social media?
All my socials are at Miranda-Mayday.
And all my socials are at Raven-Symone.
Beautiful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. We want to invite you to follow us on social media at SWYM Pod on all social media platforms. If you are listening, please hit the subscribe button if you're on Spotify or Apple. If you are watching, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give us your rating and your review. And we will see you next time on Say What You Mean.